What is up, YouTube? We're back with another video here. Today I've got something I'm super excited about. We got one of these bad boys right here, a Nintendo Switch 2. I've been waiting for this console to come out. It is an insane hardware upgrade from the original Switch. There's been a lot of people saying, no, not a lot. I should say the very loud minority of people on the internet saying that this is a ripoff and the Steam Deck's better, blah, 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 blah. I'm a hardcore Nintendo guy, so I don't give a shit what you fuckers have to say about this thing. I've been super excited about this console, so let's go ahead and crack open to it. Alright, here we go. Nintendo Switch 2 for you guys to see. It opens this way. Okay, from the front. Ready? Alright, so off rip, we got the console here. These new Joy-Cons are actually, they feel lighter than the old ones. Let me go grab an old one. So here's an example. This is my Switch 1. This is the Joy-Con 1, and here's the Joy-Con 2. So this is a comparison of size here. They're quite a bit bigger, actually. Kind of feel about the same. The joysticks are bigger, the buttons are bigger. I am a huge fan of... This is actually playable now. These Joy-Cons right here, bro. Oh, the buttons feel great. It's got this new trigger mechanism to detach it from the console. But I will keep this Switch here so we can compare it to the new one. Let me go ahead and continue on here. Here's the console itself. Oh, man. All right, let me go ahead and throw these on. How does this... Oh, all right, so here's the Switch 1, Switch 2. Side-by-side comparison. As you can see, it's quite a bit larger. They are about the same width, except the Switch 1 obviously doesn't have the USB Type-C on the top like the Switch 2 does. Game card slots in the exact same spot here. Power button, volume, everything's in the same spot. As you can see, pretty much everything underneath is about the same, except on the Switch 2, we have new ventilation going on here. And obviously when we come around to the back, you can see that the Switch 2 has more of a kickstand style like the Switch OLED, which I don't have. This is my day one Switch. I got this bitch back in 2017. We're going to go ahead and throw these over here for now. We're going to come back to that in a minute. All right, Mario Kart is a scratch-off code. That's awesome. I was really hoping for the actual cartridge version, but that's okay. Got instruction manual. You get a high-speed HDMI cable, as you can see here. High speed. My cat's jumping around my right now. And then these are the new Joy-Con 2 straps. Let's get those guys out of here. So these basically just snap on. So obviously it's different with the Switch 2 as far as taking the controllers off. You click this button and it pulls it away and you just pulls right off. These controllers, they are magnetic on, but if you give it a little bit of strength, you can pull these things off. Give this a feel with the new strap. So these just click in here. Yeah, all right, cool. They just clip in. There's a little latch up here that kind of like locks it in place right here. And then when you click the release button, it pops the latch out and you can take it off. So these do actually have mouse sensors on them. Example, obviously glass is super loud, and it'll probably prematurely wear these. So I don't know how often I'm going to use mouse mode with these, but if you go to the console and everything, I will show you how that all works in a minute here. But let's continue on. The screens kind of feel the same. It's got like a plastic screen protector over this to cover the glass and protect it. Here's the new Joy-Con 2 grip rail. It kind of feels just like the original. Kind of just slide into place. It's definitely a lot easier to put them on. As far as feel, it feels about the same as the original. So it's not like crazy. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of this gap right here. I mean, I know they have to do that because the new feature with the Joy-Cons being magnetic. But I don't know. I don't see myself playing this way. I'll probably end up using a Pro Controller, which I'm going to test out to see if we can use the original Switch Pro Controller with the Switch 2. We have a USB Type-C to Type-C over here. And we get a nice fat power brick now with this guy. Wow, it supports up to 60 watts of power draw. So when you're playing those games, new Nintendo games in 4K, 120 hertz or 4K 60, whatever it is, I don't remember. So here, let's get the box out of the way. Here is the dock 2. It is quite chunky compared to the original. As you can see, this pops off, and this gives you access to, actually, you get access to Ethernet, as well as HDMI and your Type-C for your AC power. You also get 2 USB-As on the side of the dock for any like charging accessories and whatnot. How does it feel in the dock? Let's go ahead and dock it. Oh, it's definitely got a lot of wiggle compared to the, oh wow, a lot of wiggle. Let me go grab my other dock for my Switch 1. I got this is a day 1 model, and I was obsessed with OnePlus, so don't judge me. I was a sophomore when this Switch came out. Actually, no, I was a freshman in high school when the Switch came out. Honestly, it's about the same. I thought it was a little bit more. Here, side by side. As you can see, the Switch 2 is massive compared to the Switch 1. As far as like build quality and everything, I don't know. I feel like the Switch 2 does feel a lot more premium. It's got like that nice soft touch plastic, whereas the Switch 1 was kind of, you know, it's like shiny. It looks disgusting. As you can see, this is 7 years of use out of this, 8 years, whenever this came out in 2017. Man, I am a big fan of the magnets though, because doing this and on and off is just horrible. Side by side, here we go again. I'm gonna power both of these up. A bunch of modded stuff on here. Hopefully it didn't ban my account because I accidentally logged in to the internet with this console. It hardware banned me. It gives you a little tutorial. Cool. And kind of go over. This is the latest firmware on the Switch 1. Obviously, I'm running a modded software NAND. So I have all these games or whatever. Like I said, hopefully I'm not hardware banned on the Switch 2 because my account on my Switch 1 is associated with a modded Switch. So I really hope that I can be able to play my games because I bought a lot of games on the Switch 1. This is one of my favorite consoles, with the Wii being number 1. Nothing beats the Wii. I still have a Wii. I actually just modded another Wii. So max brightness on both the Switch 1 and Switch 2. As you can see here, it's a little hard to see on camera. I also have my downlight shining on this. So the screens are, wow, this is insane. The screen is way bigger. Let's go ahead and go to the eShop and see if this account is actually banned. Not sure. These are called virtual game cards, which I'm assuming is just software. Now the moment we've all been waiting for, I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can connect a Nintendo Switch Pro controller to Nintendo Switch 2. Oh shit! No, it actually does work. I lied. Holy shit. Oh yeah. So here we go. If you guys have a Nintendo Switch Pro controller, or I'm assuming any Nintendo Switch controllers in general, let me see if I could do it with Joy-Cons as well. Joy-Con 1s to the Switch 2. You can. Okay, that's f***ing sick. All right. Cool. Good to know. All the Nintendo Nintendo Switch 1 controllers actually do work. Definitely be playing a lot of this game when it later today. But yeah, this pretty much does it for the unboxing. This is bad to know that the Switch 1 controllers work with the Switch 2. I'm actually really happy they did that, and I'm proud of them for not trying to completely scam us. So that's fucking sick. If you guys already have controllers, you don't need to buy new ones. So yeah, other than that, everything, this has been the unboxing. Hell yeah.